Right, so it begins. Yes, we are live. I can see my microphone is working. G'day, ladies and gents. Welcome to another Hell Let Loose stream. I'm your host, Noppers, the one you love, your mum loves the most. And here we are, ready to go for the Ocelots versus Vanguarda match. Now, this one's a tricky one, folks. This is an elimination match. Now, I'm going to just try and bring up the information I can for you. Here we go. So this is the standings at the end of the seasonal Swiss system round, 6 of 6. And if we just scroll on down here, we can see Ocelots and Vanguarda right here. What do we got there? PD and points and so on. So 13 to 17 for Ocelots, 17 to 13 for Vanguarda, 3 for 3 wins losses. So both teams here. Now Vanguarda picked up a forfeit a week ago, and Ocelots picked up a forfeit as well against OGT Cav. Against PTSD and OGD Cav respectively. So therefore, those two teams are through to this point in time where we're in the playoffs, and there is basically we're going to the tier 3 final from here. The information on the screen there in front of you, hopefully you can see that. Let's just scroll a little bit further. Okay, so there we've got Circle versus GID and Ocelots versus Vanguarda. The winner out of this one will play the winner out of Circle and GID. I think that match is on, let's have a look here. It is on this evening, my time, so at 10:30 p.m. this evening. So we won't know who the Ocelots or Vanguarda are playing out of that match until late tonight, Australian time at least anyway. So we'll see what happens, but we also don't know who's going to win this one. Both teams pretty good. Both teams we've seen play very strongly, lots of practice matches and stuff like that. Where are we actually playing? Let's get rid of that. We are playing on Sante Maragles, one of my favourite maps, of course, and yours, I have no doubt. But she's a bit of a frosty one, this one. Let's have a look at... Whoop, get rid of that. That's that one up. So for Sante Maragles, the midpoint is Hospice. All right. Well, what does that tell you? It means that there's going to be a hell of a fight up the top of the map there, isn't there? All right, and let's have a look at what we got there. So there's Santa Maragles. We've got the city, of course, there in the middle. We're just about ready here, by the way. We've got 49 and 48, so they're looking for a grand total of 3 players between the two teams to join in, and then we'll be ready to start. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. My kids are also lurking in the background here somewhere, so I'll just yell at them and throw shit at them occasionally. But if you hear noise, that's what it is, by the way. They're not locked away, I promise. Anyway, so on this map, we've got Hospice, Santa Maragles and Checkpoint. We won't see a lot of action down at Checkpoint, but we will see some, because this being comp match 49-49, they are going to be down in that area at some stage. We know a lot of the Vanguarda players, and we know just about all of the Ocelots players, so it's going to be a great match. I'm going to just stop looking at this screen now, and I'm going to get us across to the live page, and we're going to have a look at what we've got here. So this is... and I'll get rid of that. No, I won't. I'll get rid of this, and we'll do that. So you're going to see all those stats and stuff come up soon. I'll just do a refresh on the stats, actually, while I think of it. Actually, we'll wait till the map pops, right? But this is the two teams as they currently stand. Well, these are the two teams as they currently stand. As you see now, we're full up, so this will be Flip. Live on Flip is what we're going to see here. We're 50 and 50. There's another streamer here joining us today, of course, Formus. He's on the other team, so try and check out his stuff as well, and support your streamers where you can. We do this for fun, a lot of us, more than anything, so that's what you're looking for there, okay? I'm going to assume, I'm going to check my squad is going to be the artillery squad, I'm guessing. Someone's shooting rockets in the game at the moment, so it's going to be live on Flip. I'm just going to quickly do this. Let's not do that. So am assuming Arty squad. There we go. Redeploy, we'll do that. Yeah, and it's force start in 3 minutes. There you go. So they're obviously having a few little shenanigans there. Yeah, all right. So there we go. I'm joining watch. I just had to collect that. All right, good luck. There you go. So I just had to correct that up for myself there. All right. When we get back over to here, we will get into the artillery squad. We're already in the artillery squad, so ends of the other artillery squad. All right, we'll go back in because I want to look at the tab screen. Oh, we can do that anyway here. There you go. So these are the two teams as they stand. We know quite a few players on the Axis side there. They'll be the Allies, and the Ocelots team will be the Axis for this. But you see King Domadou, a good player. We've seen him do a fair bit. Skyline as well is one of the ones to watch. Becca, Castaway there, ones I've seen before doing stuff. Badoke, good player there as well. Maximus, an excellent player. Absolutely. Who else have we got here that I know straight off the top of my head? There's a few other folks here. Bao Zhao is usually the commander of the Vanguarda team. Good player as well. GT I've seen run around doing some cool stuff. Shogun, yes. Napalm, absolutely one of their good players. All right, so some very, very good players on this team. And it's Nuclear, a very good player as well. For the Ocelots, Asama, Rafiki, Hidden Shadows. Just saw all of them in a match I did this morning. Chimera versus Condor Legion or Legion Condor. But that won't be released as a video till tomorrow. But those guys were playing pretty well. We've got a few others here. Of course, Repurpose will be racing around the back lines doing repurpose things, as she always does. Siri in there annoying my phone every time I see his name. And, you know, some of the others here, as we can see as well. Lemon Cloud will be doing shenanigans, no doubt. DK, good player there, absolutely. T-Reaper, Girl, Rio, and Harvey, all excellent squad there. So that's good stuff. Apple's good to see you again. Hope she has a great game as well. Rice, Tango, and Starvin' Marvin will be tanking their little hearts out, no doubt. And Jester's 13, a good player there, and with Odin as well, linked up in a tank. So what else have we got? All right, well, there's the flip. It's live. It starts. It happens now, folks. Good luck to everybody. I hope they all have a great match. This is a knockout match. Just remember that. All right, so whatever happens here happens. And I've just got to bring that up there. We'll wait for the artillery squad to, there we go, artillery squad created. Jumping in there, keeping in that role, popping into that position there. We'll fix up all the stats and everything in a sec. Boom. And we'll just get rid of that music as well in a sec. All right, but it is, okay, it's checkpoint. Oh, I've got the wrong slide then. Okay. Had thought it was hospice. It is checkpoint. So it is south of map, not north of map. So we'll pull in the story around there and say pretty much what I said about the top, except the bottom is the most important area of the map. Right, this is what you're going to see during the match. You're going to see the scoreboard up there looking as sexy as it does with the other part, but you're going to see these scores coming up as well through the match as we go. We'll get rid of music now, I think. Thank you very much, music, Colonel Bogey's March, which are no longer required. Here's all your stats refreshing right now. I'm just running through them quickly. Thanks to Talabrowski again for his work that he did on this to give us this information as we go. It's taken from the Archon servers, which are the stats, live stats servers for the matches. And it's just a transcription of that into a particular display software that he set up. All right. So there it is, folks. This is the way it's going to work. And we're going to have a look at what's happening now as we move through. We've got sound in the match, but there's not really anything happening at the moment. There is a tank, a light tank or recon tank rather. We've got a little bit here, a truck with a few things in there. Very slow off the mark. These guys here are actually quite slow off the mark from Vanguarda. There's a truck full of, well, it's only got a few in it, actually. A couple of OPs. Everyone's setting up their OPs. They'll be getting back into that truck now. So Vanguarda setting a full truck full of stuff right through the guts there. And there's half a truck up there as well, a bunch of tanks. They're just going full send on checkpoint. Notice here how Masson and Rudigan-Vosville are both in a line. And this is important. I'm just going to whip across and have a look at that before we look at the Ocelots information. And the reason for that is that you've got this, see this area here, these two lines of feed into it. That trench line there and this trench line here. This one's quite important because it's further to the north, all right? And you've got excellent cover for most of it. If you're crouching down here, you probably can only just get loosely picked off from there. And then we get into the point itself, all right, through lots of cover. Same thing out this side, however. Plenty of cover from the north. There's also a straight run through down that road there across to the next point where there'll be definitely a garrison. The bottom of the map here, we often see stuff happening in the wheat field because it's a good place to build stuff. There's always a tank battle of some sort down here with people hiding behind edges. It's just the way it works. Checking out what the Ocelots have done now here. Let's have a look. Full truck in the middle there. Another full, two full trucks, straight full send. And a half truck down the bottom. A couple of tanks down there as well. Nothing up the top there except apples and a few other lurkers up that way. But everything's going full send onto the point. Watch that bottom right-hand corner. Ladies and gents, we are away for the decider of the knockout round for the semi-finals at Tier 3 between Ocelots and Vanguarda. Be excited as we go into this one. It's going to be a great match, I reckon. All right, watching closely here. We'll take a step back and have a look. As I said, keep an eye on that bottom right-hand corner to see if anything's coming in relation to long snipes and such. It's the best way for us to understand if anyone's put a long bomb rocket in or whatever and actually hit anything. Here's the first mob coming through now from Vanguarda, and you can see they did send quite a bit. Did they end up getting those guys forward? They're a little bit behind, but not too bad. I think they'll start the cap, but no, it looks like it's evens at the moment. No one took that one first. So it is Vanguarda now just taking it early. But there's nothing in this at all. There's the full 2 trucks loads of stuff up there. You can see absolutely raining out troops at the moment. There's some down the bottom here as well. Mauser's put up his recon flare to see what there is. Rockets go in. Vanguarda with quite the force on the middle there. Ocelots managed to get that full truckload in there early. Geez, a good artillery round would mess up somebody's day right now, wouldn't it? Plenty going on here below us on the Ocelot side. There are lots of gunfire coming across. All sorts of rockets hitting the point there. Straight comes through. Picked up some guy, unlucky there. 3-man tank loops there pushing into the point, trying to get some rounds in. And Ocelots have just got the cap weight here at the moment. Something just blew up. Trucks blowing up all over the place over here. That is excellent work from the Ocelots, I would guess. I'm not really sure if they were both Ocelots trucks. One of them... Oh, that's a Greyhound that's down. So they've lost that early recon tank there, and I reckon that truck as well went down from killed by the Ocelot. We can probably check that to see if it is an American tank or not. Is there something on it? It looks a bit Germanish to me. Yeah, I can't tell. I don't know. I think that's a German truck, actually. So that would be the Ocelots losing a truck that pushed through. Here comes the Puma, though. It's got no Greyhounds to contest it at the moment. Vanguarda's still taking the point there. Something just blew up in the middle there. Oh, and the Ocelots have just parked this tank here. It's just Fiki. He's unfortunately just in the wrong spot for getting shot by a Rocketeer here now. You watch this. Sanchez will put one into him. That's a solo tank, of course, unless Sanchez has no rockets left because he shot that truck. This is why I don't shoot transport trucks, because, like, unless there's somebody in them, of course. It's pointless and it's wasted rounds, and now there's a Puma sitting there that Sanchez can't do anything about. All right, and he's been shot for his trouble there. He'll kill that in a second, though, as he spawns back in. God, this is chaos over here on the main point. Tanks blowing up, trucks blowing up, all sorts of things blowing up everywhere here. Let's get up and have a look what this was up here that blew up. That was a truck as well. And also it's just trying to push this area here. They've got that same old pressure that always happens. This is an important part of the map. Vanguarda are going to take this, I reckon. Vanguarda have the cap weight going in their favour at the moment. Ocelot's not able to do anything about that. They can't get across that road. The Lukes is parked there shooting stuff, but it's not going to be enough. Ocelot's absolutely on this. What's up on the road here? There's a machine gun way up the road there. And there's good kill from T-Reaper there. Back down the bottom, here we go. We'll just back away and have a look at what's happening up that way a little bit. There's a contested still, but it is going in Vanguarda's favour. Every time they get a spawn in, it just is enough, isn't it? Artillery smashing the point here pretty hard. There it is going back in the Ocelot's favour now. Boy, DK's right in amongst it there, folks. He picked up one. He picked up two, and he got three and got done for it at the end. So he killed three but traded his life for it. You'll take that, though. There's another vehicle at the back here that just blew up. Wonder what that is. That's another truck. All the trucks are really not having a good day. Tank over the back here below us somewhere. This is absolutely going in the Ocelot's favour now. There's another Greyhound down here after they lost that first early one, just off to the left there. And there's that infantry push happening on the point right now. 7 minutes gone at the moment, folks, and still nobody's point. Vanguard are desperately trying to claw their way onto this and hold it. There's some sort of other vehicle just blew up there. That's the Puma that took ages to die. He was very lucky or unlucky, depending on which side you look at it, in relation to what happened just there. But there's another vehicle going down here. What was that? That was a Panzer IV. Was it? Or is that a Lutz or a Panzer IV? I can't tell. That's a Lutz. Okay, so there's two Lutz down here. One just died. Don't know what killed that. Lutz is pounding the point there. It's nobody's at the moment. 8 minutes down. It's going back in Vanguarda's favour. Ocelots will get another spawn wave off. Might switch that back again. The death of that tank, that Lutz probably helped him out a little bit. Vanguarda. Who's on the cap here? You can see it's all heavily contested there. There are three tanks on the point. There's a Panzer IV rather back there. There's a 75, a Stewart and Stewart. And a Greyhound over the back there. All of them have been hit in some way. All of them have been pressed back and are no longer in contention at the moment. Have a look at it just quickly. I've got to flick up something on the other screen. There we go. Have a look at it. Look at the saturation going on here at the moment. As I said, there's a feeder line around the back there. Vanguarda are going to win this one. They're going to take this 3-2 for the first cap after almost 10 minutes. It's been a sweaty start for both teams. Vanguarda have just got the run of it at the moment. They've got that town area pressuring quite nicely as well. And I think what also is happening is down here, they've got that southern flank of the map, and that hasn't helped Ocelots as well. There it goes. So we'll have to change that scoreboard, and it will be, we'll do that, and we'll do that. There you go. So 2-3 to Vanguarda. Well done to them. What do we got next up? Well, Rudu again, Bosville. So if Ocelots lose this for a front door push, then, you know, they definitely need to be rethinking their strats. So Vanguarda now have got that hold at the moment, but look at this. Repurpose doing a repurpose things. He had a plan out there, it didn't quite work out. They lost that garrison there. They've got subs up there for something. They can't do anything in these two columns at the moment. The tanks are now getting pushed though. That Luke's is getting pushed. The 75's moving out. The Panzer IV sitting there, just took a hit. Backs off a little bit. The Luke's is about to get shot by Gallo. Not a bad player from previous. That Luke's though is in all sorts of trouble there because he's lost all its infantry. And Ocelot's on the back foot. But Peaky and Big Jim trying to defend that bottom flank there. What was that just died? Was that a tank that just died that Puma killed? 100%. That is a Greyhound that pushed its way down here. Oh, and Chad and security just got smashed as well by a tank over in the middle there. These guys will have to hold this line here. They can't let him push through this front door. There's the Luke's gone. Knew that was going to happen. All right, so there you go, folks. What an interesting start for this. 10 minutes down into the match. Vanguarda just took it. If you're only just joining me, welcome. Great to have you with us. This is a sweaty match, this one, because this is for a place in the final at Tier 3 against one of the two teams that are playing tonight. And for the Ocelots and Vanguarda, this is the only shot they've got. Whoever wins this one goes through, and the other one is thanks for coming. You've had a great season. See you later. Both teams, very good players, all over both teams. This map is a very good map to play, but Vanguarda have just got the head start here, and they are just pushing their way in through that front door. It is a solid, consistent pressure on the front here that Ocelots need to try and just hold off for a moment. We've only had 11 minutes. Think on that for a second. The sweaty match, 11 minutes in. All right, up here, Skyline. We've got this little push coming in from the north side. Ocelots are chasing some supplies. All right, T-Reaper trying to hold there. Picks up one. Skyline's pushing in now. Skyline will push down the road here, right down the front. Oh, OP just went. OP just went. T-Reaper lost his OP. Skyline looking. Watch this play. T-Reaper ready. Oh, and well done from Skyline. Does the lean kill. Picks up T-Reaper very nicely. If I was T-Reaper, I probably would have backed off into the shed a bit, but that's all right. We all do what we need to do at the time. The armchair guessing from back here, that's what I'm doing. All right, so pressure on the point. 75 moving down the road here. Here she goes with the rocket. That rocket was now wasted. Osama will be regretting that as the 75 yeets around the corner here. There's another rocket coming in from Sanchez. Osama here in position, waiting. Bam, nice hit. Good hit on the 75. Great rocket. He's going to pop and run again. The 75 looking for its target. Obama's got to be quick here. He'll miss. They'll lose the OP if it's not far enough away from there. A couple of dead tanks here. Don't know where the OP is. Oh, there it is. I see it now. 75 is not locking it out. It's just contesting it. Obama should pop in there now. Burning truck over the back there. Dropped somebody off. Died. Oh no, that was a German truck, I reckon. Boom, there's Siri now having a go. Obama and Saxon in as well. So this is good pincer play here. Good hit there. Unlucky second time. Bam, another one from Obama in it. Badoke is out and trying to do something. Mouse is going to have a go as well. These guys all standing beside each other. Not the best, but it did kill it. Plenty of them pushed in, took that one out. Good kill on the 75. All right, tank still over in the middle here. Stewart will hold the point. And what's going on in the city? We can see the Ocelots are getting a bit of headway here. That's good for them. They're going to need that as they press forward around this north area here to try and take that point. They got to press through there. What do we got coming over there? Not sure. Nothing of merit except for a bit of supplies. Defensive lines in position. Starvin Marvin there is with repurpose, trying to get a flank attack in. Edui, though, is ready for it. And there, bam, one down. Repurpose got to do repurpose things. Leopard crawls away from the OP. Edui trying to find out where the Ocelots are. This is a critical play here from Repurpose. If she can get a garrison up down in this area here, well, really they want it over there. They want it on that feeder line, and they want to clamp down this area here. All right, if you can lock down this area here, which is just inside, or just outside rather, the whichever way you want to look at it, just outside the column they're allowed to be in. But they want to put troops in here and just get a garrison, or an OP down in this trench system if they can, and a garrison in another area. Back onto the point we go. There's that Stuart sitting there with a repair station all day. And this is not great for Ocelots. The checkpoint is just being rolled here well enough that they've actually pushed forward onto the Ocelots area. Now they've got some smoke dropping in. The Panzer IV just smashed a repair station out the back. No, truck, I think. But that's not a Panzer IV. Ladies and gents, the Panthers have come out to play. Alright, isn't it a beautiful tank? So out she is. Ready to go and have a go at stuff. Alright, and it is a faster tank still than the Tiger. The Panther is pushing into the point though with very little infantry support though. Although there's nothing much in there in the way of artillery except Scorpers and someone down south from memory. Yeah, those two, Sanchez and Priest, are down there. But they can press in. But look at this. This front door stuff is happening again. We saw this the other week. And the Ocelots are losing the front door. There we go. We've got a full squad just spawned in. Napalm's down. Big Jim's holding that. These guys have got to shut the door and stop Vanguarda from pushing in like they are. Siri, they're getting a good shot onto Kingdom. You know, no slouch, Kingdom. Here's the contested now because of that spawn wave that comes in. And the tank also that's sitting down in amongst the trench system at the moment. I'm not really sure what it's trying to achieve by being there, because it's not got angle. There's a 75 over the back I just saw reeling its way across the field. Repurpose is in good position. So Ocelots are sort of getting it together here a little bit. The city is just chaos at the moment. Look at this. Bombing run comes in. What do we got coming in there? That is a Vanguarda bombing run. Going to pick up probably a garrison there by the look of it. Yeah, it'll grab that garrison around the back there as well. So that'll annoy the Ocelots a bit. There she goes. Garrison should be gone now. There it is. A good kill on the garrison there. That'll slow down the Ocelots' push through this area. It won't shut it down completely. They've got that front door problem though still, the Ocelots. They're being outplayed there a little bit. Girl over here with Harvey. Just both of them holding onto this area here a little bit. The Vanguarda players again dominating in here. Very hard to hold against a good, you know, a half-decent team. And Vanguarda, no slouches. Look at this. There's about 10 people there pushing through, and there's no response at the moment from Ocelots. They've been kicked out of this area. I thought they were doing well, but Vanguarda are absolutely dominating various sectors of the map where Ocelots need to hold. Centurion played great this morning in the match that I recorded for them in Chimera's team versus the Condor Legion, or LC. They were practicing for the 36-36 tournament coming up, which is Hold the Line. I haven't heard about that one. It's starting soon. Get your face into it. Oh, big ping off the tank there. Not sure what's shooting him. Surely it's something large. There's a great little rocket going in. Let's watch to see where that tank round comes in again. Nothing's seen at the moment. The Panthers backed away. Another rocket comes in. I mean, I wouldn't be worried about the front rockets. Artillery landing there. Ocelots have flipped that on its head just here, by the way. That tank moving forward. They've got up into the point again. So, although they are getting shot off of it, Savage gets nailed straight up the Vulcan there. There's a 75 off to the left. I think that's what it was. So the Panther now opting to surge sideways. I'm not sure what he's doing. Just putting a bit of flank pressure on. I'm not sure. Another bombing run? Nope, just a plane flying over. Yeah, it is a bombing run. Here comes a bombing run now with an airhead as well from the Ocelots. So, interesting airhead. It's at the... Well, it's somewhere where you could probably throw... Just keep throwing infantry. Oh, I know. That's what he's doing. There's a bloody tank around here. Where is it? Bombing run comes in. Let's see if it gets their garrison, which it will. Surely that gets the garrison. Yes, it is. That's a great bombing run there from Ent, who's the commander of the Ocelots here. He's picked up the garrison on the point. He'd be yelling at his team, righto, get up there, but there's no one to take advantage of that. The Panther's distracted by a tank in its rear. There's the Stuart right there, sweeping around, about to shoot the tank in the rear. DK, though, has nailed that Stuart hard. Good shot there. Osama's chasing it. Nuclear running around with... oh, I missed the other name in the tank. Here it goes. Watch this. The Stuart's going to push in on the Panther. The Panther unsupported by infantry at the moment. The infantry's trying to catch up with it. It didn't need the infantry. Just made short work of that. Where's that airhead? It's gone. So the airhead wasn't the best one, but they did manage to get a few of the people on the point there. Did the garrison go? And this is important back here. Look at this. A repurposed garrison around the back. The 75 now takes some hits, and it's getting hit from the back there. Harvey has snuck around on it. Great shot. He's just been shot in the face for his trouble. Rafiki in position as well. KDM trying to push to see what he can do. This is wonderful. Ah, dear. And there must have been a little bit of trouble there. Something has been built too close to a spawn location. Nodes destroyed. Yeah, so they're just trying to sort something out there. Obviously, I'm just watching that in the background. There was a nodal problem somewhere over on this side, I'm guessing. Anyway, look here. Look around here. Tracks GT pushing around the back line. This here is happening as well. Yeah, so what I'm talking about there is I'm just tracking in conversation over in chat where there's a problem with where some stuff has been put on the US side, and they've just got to rectify it. So that'll just distract them for a minute, unfortunately. And yeah. So this is Hidden doing his thing back here, racing around the back lines, trying to take stuff. And here we go, a contested point now. All right, there's that Panther still. It's in good position. 75 was shot but backed off and managed to kill its target. Something over the back there just blew up. What was that? Has to be a German tank. Surely not. Another Greyhound down. The Greyhounds are not racing well today at all, and that's because the Panzer IV is pushed up here. The Panzer IV is pushed up here. He's got a 75. He's taken. He's killed. That's a kill there. The Panther and the 75. Sorry, the Panther and the Panzer IV have killed the 75. That 75 was camping for ages. It's done. Look at. This is brilliant stuff here from the Ocelots. They've managed to take a couple of tanks out in quick succession, and that's going to make the difference for them being able to push into this point. 75 there. Panther is overextending here. It's got to be careful it doesn't go too far forward. All right, because it's going to run into trouble. There's another loots going in. That is how many? 2-person loots. Panther takes another hit. They've got there's all sorts of anti-tank there in front of it. Screaming for infantry, they would be. Infantry support. The Panther's still going to send. There's no need for that. It's just giving away a kill here if it keeps going forwards. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. That Panther is lucky to be alive, to be right honest. The Lukes is repairing in the middle of town. He's about, security bird's about to be shot for his trouble. How he's alive, still have no idea. Bellion misses that completely, opportunity. He's not even seen him. Bellion has not even seen. There's another hit. Oh, Bellion's now finally realised there's a tank there. He's being shot for his trouble. There goes the Lukes that was overextended. The Panther has backed off. Some rocket just went sailing over from Cortex. Don't see Cortex in an infantry role very often. Usually he's commander or squad leader, so lovely to see him run around doing shenanigans. The Panther just below us there next to Saxon And this cap is happening. The Ocelots have pushed in. Well, there's a locked out garrison there. That's the problem for the Vanguarda team, and they have to just try and kill stuff from the front here. DK is right in amongst it. He can hear that garrison now. They know it's here. Seria's running around. Seria's been shot. Here's DK. Found the garrison. Pushes in. Can he take it out? It's in a good spot, the garrison, but now it's in a better spot for the Ocelots because he can be hidden behind that. And they have got this cap, folks. It's going to go back to a 3-2. It's going to go back to a 3-2 by the Ocelots. Vanguarda have got some OPs there. There's a flamethrower. I love it. Flame comes out of the building. Panthers sent. What this will do, they just want to take it. That's a good kill from the Panther on Bellion or whatever his name was just there. If the Ocelots take this, they pop all those garrisons. All right, all the garrisons that are in the zone will be gone here. That's great work from the Ocelots, folks. There it is. 3-2 now in the Ocelots' favour. Let's get this done there. Bam. So look at that. And it is on now again for the Vanguarda players to try and do something with it. Have we got... I think they lost all of their front line, though, the Ocelots. Yeah, they had Hidden in Shadows... not Hidden in Shadows. Repurpose had stuff out here. It's gone now. But it allowed them... The distractions that they've had at the moment, the Vanguarda players, have allowed the Ocelots to just get through that front door. These tanks down here, though, they made the difference. Pushing those tanks down the bottom there really pressured and killed off that line. There's a 76 coming in with a 75. All right, so it's not over yet from the Vanguarda perspective, and there you can see the cap already starting to happen as the Vanguarda team push in infantry there, and the Ocelots lost a couple, and they're just fixing that up now. All right, so tough match this one. Bam, another bounce off a Panther. That Panther is definitely brave today. It's right up amongst it. Artillery takes out the threat there for the Panther. Echo Roots gets picked off by the Panther as well, and a couple of others. Great kills here from the Ocelots, but they still don't have the cap weight to hold this at the moment. Vanguarda have just got the numbers, and they need more here, Ocelots. There's nowhere near enough Ocelots down this way. They absolutely need more. They've got a heap coming in from that south area there, but they've got nothing in the mid, and the mid's where it matters. The mid is where the 3 points is scored, all right, and they're coming from so far back here. They're just starting that cap now, back again in their favour. This match is going to go like this for the whole hour and a half here, folks. We are not even 30 minutes in, and it's just been non-stop chaos, action, explosions, you name it. It is just absolutely going off chops right now. Ocelots have got a garrison forward right there on our left, and that artillery is going, no, not today. You won't fucking deploy there. Cortex back in the squad leader role. Around the bottom there, we've got a Tiger there just getting the reps up with a Puma getting rockets logged at it. Jared trying to hold off with Jim and defend down there against the infantry trying to push on the tanks. Here's some sups for the Axis team. They're trying to get something on the point here itself. The Panther is holding. That Panther is absolutely critical right now that it holds position the best it can and tries to hold off the infantry while the Ocelot infantry comes in. Something just bounced from up that way. I'm guessing over there. There must be a tank up that way somewhere. Bam, there's another bounce. Yeah, there is. There it is. It just lit up. A couple of bouncy tanks going on here. Big spawn waves coming in over there from the Vanguarda team, and another spawn as well. So much chaos going on. The Panther is just holding on. It needs reps. It needs a repair. The city's still chaotic as well. They've made it over the road there, almost. They made it to the other side of the road and got shredded for their trouble there, the Ocelots. Here's a rocket coming in as well. Odin now repairing trucks. Well, the road is just chaos. Centurion and a sniper. Centurion and a sniper. See what he does. Well, it looks like he's been shot because I called out his name. Anybody's point right now. V just gets nailed on the point by artillery. Good shots there from the artillery crew being watched. Here is the Panther in position, still trying something. What do we got for tanks around the back? We got one there, we got two there. All right, that's what we saw before. There's two tanks. Something just blew up on our right. Oh, that was the repair station. So the Puma and the Tiger here are in good position. There's not enough infantry down this way to defend. Dolman is right in amongst it. He's got to be careful. Dolman gets picked off there and does a trade, actually. And they're just trying to defend that flank. The smoke is in good position. There's that tank up there. That's the, I think that's the 75, is it? That's the 75. So the 76 is in amongst it in there, I think. Where the engineer is, possibly. I'll have to have another look in a sec. Up we go. The Panther's taken a few hits, but it's managed to live. Getting a rep station down now. Trucks is up and running. But see, the trouble for this, that's only a 75 as well. So there are only 75s, aren't there? There's the 76. It's at Masonda Creek. It's only 75s at the moment forward, though, for the Vanguarda team. But the thing is, Trucks is actually in position to call out where this tank is. And I see Deathless is, it was 30 minutes ago, so there's a delay, of course, of the stream of 30 minutes. But talk about HLL Vietnam. I had a go of it earlier today. Just had a quick look-see in it. I'll probably do a stream, actually, when it goes live. I bought it. I'll probably do a stream when it goes live, like a lot of people will, just for a bit of shits and giggles to see how we go with it. But I jumped in, did a bit of the training stuff, and then I jumped in a helicopter in a Huey, and oh my god, go and change it to mouse flying, because it was just horrible trying to fly it with the keyboard. And I'm not a bad pilot in games. I play DCS and I play other stuff as well. Battlefield Vietnam was one of my first ever games I absolutely loved. I flew the Huey. And here's an anecdotal story for you, ladies and gentlemen. I was qualified on the Iroquois helicopter as an avionics tech and have flown one before. So there you go. I worked on Hueys back in my early army days, which were the same Hueys we had in Vietnam, right? Because we still had the compass logbooks for those helicopters, dated from the late 1950s. So there you go, ladies and gents. That is your little anecdotal story for the day. All right, and don't forget to use your Chuck Norris logo. Whoever's chatting there is hilarious. All right. So anyway, we are having a bit of fun, and you know, the game is quite vigorous at the moment. I'm just looking for something here. Sorry, folks. Give me a second. There we go. That's what I want to do. I just lost something that I needed here. Here we go. Boom. There you go. All right. Back into it we are, and what we were looking at there is the pressure just from Ocelots as they push forward there. We've got a little bit of scouty down here, a couple of tanks down the bottom here. Vanguarda are just getting pressed hard at the moment. They are not falling back though, Vanguarda. They're holding well. This city area though, this is horrible, isn't it? Watch what's going on here. We got Keltar is around the back there now. All right, here we go. So, this is the problem for the Ocelots. They've got these couple of campers here. They're doing well. This has been happening the whole match. Rafiki makes his way through. Way FPS there. Getting pinged by Rafiki and Harvey. Across the road again, Ocelot. IAIO is in amongst it. All right, plenty going on there. Two tanks over the back here. Panther's taking a smashing. Panzer IV there with it. Tiger over to the left. Is that the Tiger there? That's the Tiger there. It's backed off a little bit. Puma, I think, is dead. I'll have to check that on the map in a sec. Tanks around here, 75. Still good. Dong is in there getting ready to get someone to take it. Over here, 76, still on Masson. Defending it, and they needed to do that. The Vanguarda players. There's a garrison in there, by the way, with a repair station. I think that's where the 76 was earlier, or the 75, and they moved down. Puma down here, I'm not sure if it's still alive. Probably not. They got a garrison in there. Yeah, looks like the Puma got done somewhere along the way. There's plenty of fight going on in there. Oh yeah, there's the Puma down there. So he drove down, had a look, and got shot in the face for his trouble, but probably the 76 got him. 56 minutes to go. 56 minutes to go, folks. Ocelots have just ground their way back to this match. Panther is now moving forward with a Panther 4. It's a push. It's a push from the Ocelots. They're going to go full send on this. This could be either brave or reckless, depending on which way you want to look at it. The Panther 4 is going to be an easy pluck. They're taking out the 75. That's what they're looking to do. Repair station gone. Panther pushing, hits the 75. Panther 4 still somehow alive. It's now dead. Panther is about to take out the 75, but he's going to have to get out of there. Oh, they've shot. There it is. Bam, the artillery was on it. So it's a trade of medium for medium. And the Panther now is going to back off, and that's going to help the infantry. That is a very, very bold play by the Ocelots, but fortune favours the brave, folks. And it means that they've got no tank there to support, so the Ocelots have probably got a chance of actually getting in with a bit more infantry now. But there's no infantry to capitalise on that. In fact, the Ocelots were pushed back on the left-hand side there, where that Panther's heading towards now, where we were talking about the Ocelots getting across there. They've lost that flank. There's something just died there. Was that another tank? I tell you what, that is another tank as well. So 275s were taking out in quick succession there by the Ocelots. So it is worth it. That was worth it. Absolutely killing those 275 means the only thing left on the Vanguarda side is that 76, and there's still a Tiger down here, and the Panther's gone back for a little bit of licking its wounds. So well done to Odin, Jesters, and Fishy for taking the fight forward with that other tank. Don't know who was in that other Panzer IV, sorry. But oh, and there's the bloody repair stations just got taken out. But that broke a little bit of a deadlock here for the Ocelots to be able to just take a breather at the moment, because they have just been under pressure the entire time. Down there just getting the flamethrower out and having a go at everything. Panther now taking hits from that 76 over there at Masson, and it does not have repair stations anymore. That's going to have to be careful. Trucks is not coming forward. You can see that flamethrower going out. Norrin takes artillery to the face. Vulcan, someone needs to repair that tank. Ocelots again holding, just carefully holding into the city here, trying not to lose the ground. They are just, everybody's everywhere, of course. Asterix is going to jump the fence and run into someone. Bam, nice kill there from Asterix. Everyone always opts for the gun. There's no point in having the knife out. And a couple of planes just went over, actually. Not sure what they were doing. I think it was a recon in there. Strafe over the back there on the back garrison. Bit of pressure coming in from Apple, probably repurposed as well. Two tanks down the bottom here now, Panzer IV and a Tiger. And the pressure just building here. It's just building slowly. They're getting forward. They're not getting forward much, but they are making a meter or so every minute, the Ocelots. After a really hard first 30, they are just starting to get some ground back in now, but it can flip at a moment's notice, this match. It really can. This is for the final playoff opportunity or position, whatever you want to call it. The Tier 3 final. Whoever wins here goes to that. Whoever loses is out. So it's an elimination, this one. There's some smoke coming in now. So that will be Vanguarda trying something, I reckon. What do we got? Nothing on the map just yet. Keeping an eye out for stuff. Good airhead right now from the Ocelots would just take the pressure away. It would take the pressure away. Cool has asked for a bit of artillery defense looky. So let's go and have a look. What do we got here? Well, that's not the artillery. Look, it's fine. So we've got some sort of... Has he got a... Well, what's he asking for? I don't know what he's asking for. There's Watch doing his watch things. All right. I'm not sure that there is artillery defense, is there? It's only the one artillery they've got. We can go over and have a look here at the other artillery. Well, he's just doing things here. Cast away, throwing rounds down range. Hidden in shadows, running around. There's the there's nodes sitting there on that artillery. And they're not targetable in this competition, so let me I might have actually just asked Caller. This is 30 minutes ago. Just ask what he's actually looking for here. We'll get back in here and have a look at this. We'll just ask which ones quickly. There we go. Anyway, so this is where the next player is going to be. So Ocelots have got a forward footing there, and they can't really press out of there very well because the front door is closed off there a little bit from the Vanguarda players. And this here is just, this has been rough. This has been rough. So lots of killing going on. There's just absolute chaos going on everywhere. Vanguarda have got to watch out over there. But once you get to the end of that wheat field, there's no... Oh, Cool is watching from... Well, g'day, mate. And great to have you joining us from the nursing station. This match is a tough one. This match is an absolute tough one. These teams are reasonably well balanced. There's some very, very good city play going on here from Vanguarda, trying desperately to push forward through this city area and take stuff. Here's Reverse coming around and try and find stuff. And then Centurion and DK made their way around here. Look, this is now open city play right now. It means Vanguarda needs to try and deal with what's going on up here, because once the Ocelots get to the graveyard or the cemetery, there's a 75 going in there. There you go. There's a 75 coming in now to the city, and he's shooting and shelling. If he goes into the city, we're going to see what happened the other day with either Chimera or Ocelots. I think it was Chimera. In that the tanks... Oh, actually, I can't remember, to be honest. Tanks going into the city will generally tend to get picked off by anti-tank. And you can see there, Harvey and KG are going to be looking for that. Mauser, too far north there, gets shot by Adriano. There's the tank now pushing in and shelling. Alright, so it's going to hold, interestingly, it's going to hold position without its front machine gun pointing towards anything. And it's just been smashed for its trouble. It's looked down the street, it's seen a large tank shooting at it, and decided, not today, sir. So that was, I don't think that was a Panther, something shot at it. Still that play going on there. What do we got? Drape around the back here. So they've got a bit of threat over the back here. No, up this way. They've managed to get in amongst it. That's a good strafe there from the commander. And has managed to pick his man up. There's not much left of old mate there. It looks like two people. You know what? I'm just going to let that go. I don't know sure how many legs that guy has. Right, back down this way. Here we are, and we've got this really nice push coming across. Rafiki now moving across with Magic. Look at the squad. Look at squad leader Central. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squad leaders there. They are all in for the squad leading, and Magic just gets nailed by them. So many. So many. Boy, oh boy, they've got some sort of plan going on here, haven't they? And the infantry's just feeding down that feeder line again. Some stuff down here as well. Yeah, this is a tough old match, this one. Who's around the back there? Apples, I think, just got nailed. Yep, nailed by Veo. We've got this good little push coming through here. Ocelots have shut this down a little bit, but they've got Shenlong pushing around the back there and tracked. So they're doing things to try and sweep around here, and they'll come in through this area here, which has caused the Ocelots a lot of chaos. Tank there right in amongst it. I think we've seen that's... No, all the tanks are still alive for the Ocelots. They've just gone full. They've stacked probably too many tanks down the bottom here. Where is... That is the recon tank. But they've just stacked a bit high down here. Someone just killed right in amongst it here. Jared is right next to... Oh, that's a Puma, and Barral has got all sorts of trouble. Jared's going to flame it. Flamethrower going in, surely. Come on, boo, no flamethrower. The tank there is dragging around its subs. Flamethrower is no good. Oh, grenade straight on himself, I think. I think he might have just killed himself with his own grenade. Yeah, good kill there on Barral, but they're just getting pressed here a little bit. Panzer 4's in position. There's a Tiger back here. Scooby in. I love that. I love that they've built a Belgian gate, and he's just looking over the hedge. Have a look at it. No, I love it. I love it. He's just pinging away, harassing him. Oh, probably would have been better off up here so he could see down the road. There you go. So that's something I've just learned. If you're in defensive play. But see, it's different when playing pub matches because you wouldn't bother about this sort of stuff. You'd be on the flow all the time. Whereas in a comp match, a competitive match, you want to have good, strong defences ready to go. I love what they're doing with the Belgian gates here to get over the top of the hedgerows. That's a great strat. Don't know if they made it up themselves or whether it was picked from somewhere in comp somewhere else, but it works. It works well. Okay, Ocelot holding on here. Well, Gang is up there banging whatever he can from the top of the building, and he's got such good angle here. All right, that he's just able to be well protected there. And the Vanguarda team, as we pull up to the halfway mark of the match, Vanguarda with nothing but problems at the moment. We might do a prediction. Who's going to win? And we'll do Ocelots all the way through those ones. Sorry, I'm just doing this over on another screen. That's why you've lost the sound. Yep, bam, bam, bam. And then Vanguarda. Bam. Boom. 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 There is the prediction is away. Off she goes, folks. So let's see who wants to bet on that one. Let's see who wants to bet on that one. We are 45 to go. Halfway point has been reached. What do we got going on up here? Same problem with Shenlong in the city for the Ocelots. Shenlong doing good work pushing around through here. Hollow up there machine gunning from the top of the plane. Let's have a look back down amongst it. Kelta, Sato, all in position, ready to go. All right, hang on a second. All right, there we go. Sorry, just sorting the kids out. I had to throw them in the bin. We're having a look now at this middle city area again as the Ocelots push in. Artillery landing. Song gets nailed by Way. What happened over here? This all got shut down by the Vanguarda team, so the Ocelots now push further back up. Apple's way up north, but doing what Apples needs to do, which is flanking well. All right, the Ocelots still trying to control the city area here. Not a lot of infantry here, so it's really down to individual skills. A lot of this. Greco picks up, finds. AK is pushing through here. Motifs there. What else do we got going on down this way? Ocelot's unable to break the front door. This was wonderful, this push before. That Panther taking out those two tanks with the Panzer IV. A 2-for-1 trade is okay. Not if you're in the Panzer IV, of course. Big hits coming in here now. Chiringa has locked out this garrison. He's just shredded him again, so these guys are just locking this garrison over and over at the moment for the Ocelots, making it hard for them to do anything. There's Apples there, AK's there, we've got Hidden Shadows lurking down that way. Plenty going on there, but that was a satchel on that tank. So the Puma done by a satchel. What do we got up there? So Trax is still pushing as well. Yeah, wow, this is just going to be a hard match. All right, someone machine gunner. Who's that? Oh, it's Sama. There you go. Putting rounds down range. They got a barricade up down that road. They're looking to try and push forward. Oh, Sama just gets nailed there. Nice shots. They've managed to get through that wheat field a few times, Vanguarda. But the trouble with it, they've done nothing else with it. They got through, they locked out the garrison once or twice, but then that's it. And it's not gonna, they're not gonna break through here without tank support. Not against this much tank and infantry. So Ocelots have got that pretty much locked down, I reckon. The middle they haven't quite gotten locked down. They're short infantry here. Napalm's pushing around. There's an OP gone. But Peaky there, not seeing old mate jump into the building. Napalm possibly looking to satchel in amongst it. Let's get in and see what he does. We'll do that. Just setting up position here. You can the old favourite look out the window. There's the artillery killing stuff. Good stuff from the artillery. Good garrison here from the Ocelots means that, yeah, the thing is that is an artillery spot though, isn't it? You know, drop your artillery in there. I'd probably set it back here a bit. I don't know, actually. Maybe in here. This is not a bad spot for a garrison. Right here. And the reason is because no one can see it. So when you're spawning, you're out this high, you've got one little tiny hole there. But you can just run forward to here. You can run over this way here. Yeah. The further forward you are, the more chance you've got of getting hit by artillery and stuff, which is, thank you demo, exactly what's happening right now. And I've just got to fix something here, sorry. Got to turn. Always do that. So yeah, that's what's happening there, is they're just getting picked off now from the artillery side of things. Just zoom that back out. All right. Panther's still in position. That Panther's got to be running out of ammo shortly. It's lost a few repair stations along the way. Ocelot's still trying to push through up the north there. City's still in absolute chaos. Let's get back over and have a look at that. Just absolute chaos in the city. T-Reaper and Sardo. Who's going to win this trade? Sardo's gone one way, T-Reaper's gone the other. T-Reaper not having any luck with his OPs. He's just put that down and Sardo's already on his way in. Watch this, and this is going to be the same thing. Sardo's going to push through. There, he's just run past. He's there. He's behind the bush. Magic's going to get shot in the back. Oh, there you go. Now T-Reaper's managed to win that trade. Nice work. Infamous. Through and going to OP down this way, I reckon. Oh, it's so hard this batch, isn't it? It's just a tough push. What can Vanguarda do? 39 to go. They got to win this. Either team. One of them gets knocked out now, and one of them goes to the final. So this is it. The season ends for somebody here in 39 minutes, perhaps less. But at the moment, it looks like it's going to go right down to the last minute, and I honestly. Well, I'm going to say this. Given where you are in the game and in the season, if I was the Ocelots right now, for example, I would be absolutely working out how to position all of my stuff so that we could respond to the late attack from Vanguarda. So you know they're going to throw the dice. And they're going to throw front door, and they're going to throw airheads, and they're going to throw all sorts of things. Probably a tank push as well. Worked well for the Ocelot. My Ope's coming through now. My Ope's making his way through against two tanks right now. And there's a Panzer IV and a Panther right there, and my Ope's almost on them. There are two guys right now just spawning in to try and see if they can grab my Ope. I don't know where he is. That building there, I've seen someone camping that forever. And Crawley's going to go in and have a go. Crawley's backing himself inside this building. Here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Shot in the stairwell. So my Ope upstairs. Supreme's going to go in there now. Centurion ready. Upstairs. Looking. Oh, Supreme's going to just nail him. What's happening there? Ah, Supreme. What on earth happened then? Supreme not watching at all. My Ope not able to hit him. Celtic's here, g'day mates. 30 minutes ago, of course. This is a tight one, ladies and gents. This, precision on the Panther, for sure. Has to be. The Panther's been there for about an hour. No, it is gone. Where is that precision gone? That was a very interesting precision on a 76, which didn't take it out, but backed it off. What do they do with that now, though? Enz is thrown in. Here's the bombing run. Whose is this? That is the Ocelots. Ocelot's bombing run going in. They're gonna get this garrison. There's two 76s here, by the way. Just saw that. Another 76 take the hit. Garrison down below us. Garrison. No! Just short. One more bomb would have taken that garrison out. So Ocelot's just unlucky. 76 takes a bounce. These two 76ers very camped at the moment. On Mason de Crick. They can't go anywhere at the moment because the Panther 4 and that Tiger up north there. I can see the Tiger there. Oh, that's gone. That is gone. Oh, and that's a repair station gone. That's the Tiger gone. Tiger pressed forward and walked straight into a trap, I reckon. They'd be spewing about that. He's been alive for ages, just holding out here. This has opened up a chance. Oh, and a great strafe from the commander of the Vanguarda team. Picks up the little camper. On top of that Belgian gate, Hidden in Shadows actually making his way in with apples. This is a problem for Vanguarda. Look at that. Look at. Bombing run coming in for Vanguarda now. They're going to try and pop this now. 35 to go. Bombing run goes straight across, picks up the garrison. For sure. That is, we're just looking at nothing. Garrison too obvious there. Down here, folks. Down in this area here. Only 100 meters out from the point. They're having to rebuild the damn thing all the time. Siri now pushing across to try and grab that garrison. They didn't get... Oh, the Panther now taking a pounding. Flamethrower up from Nana again. Love the fact that flamethrowers there. Let's have a look at something here quickly. There is one knife kill, well done. But that doesn't seem to check out because I know that Girl was, or Supreme was knifed just before. Alright, what else have we got here? Armor, check out the scores. Nana there, just blaming everything while we're watching that. Bless you, my son. My son's sniffling in the background here. Alright. 2 tanks have been hammered a little bit here. What do we got over the back there? Just watching this. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The spawn wave is in off that garrison. They're going to send it. That's one of the squads plus some extras pushing through now. Ocelots, Hidden Shadows ready. Napalm down now. 1 minute, remember. 1 minute's the time. So Vanguarda have been told that there's a threat here already. They've worked out that there's some stuff here. Look at this. Let's have a look. Look what's going on there. We're going to allow that. Look what's happening there. They know there's a problem. We're already 20 seconds into this spawn. There's the first response. One person spawns in. So we're almost a minute now. And the response from Vanguarda has been one player. They had 2 on already. They got tanked there. And there's the contested now starting to happen. As the Ocelots get into the point, Osama is in position. The tank's holding. The other 76, I have no idea where that went. I think it's 4. Yeah, there it is up to the right. Now they've got their spawn coming in now. It's been over a minute. Vanguarda have got more coming in. There's Osama hitting that. You should see a big spawn wave now. Oh, they're capping the other point too. They're same thing, just the onesies. Oh, there's some around the back. Okay, there you go. So it took them over a minute. As I said, that's how it works. It takes you over a minute to actually get your team to redeploy and be on the point. The Ocelots, though, have lost a lot of ground in that push. They've just killed a couple off the point. That'll help them. This was great work from the Vanguarda team to kill off all this stuff down here and now actually take control of the area. This is what you wanted to see from Vangda. So they've lost the other point, though, a little bit. He's tight this. So Vangda have got control of this area here. Ocelots have to hold it. Repurpose is back there trying to clear stuff out. It's taking out some OPs there, Repurpose. Good stuff. Supplies going in down here. The point's still under contest here from the Ocelots. There it is. It's starting to cap in their favour now. Just flickering it is. All right, they've got numbers around and they're pushing, surging forward out of the checkpoint as well as they clear up that push that's come in from Vangda. Ocelots on the point now. They've got the 2 tankers out of that tank. Apples could just pop around the corner here and shoot them, but has no idea that that's where that... Crawley's actually right next to it. Pops a satchel on it. 1 down. Thanks for coming. Mumra just goes, what just happened? Something around the back here, but that's a satchel on that tank. Oh, that's a rocket in. Crawley's regretting life choices here. Crawley holding position. DK as well. They're going to back away now, push around Ocelots. Wonderful play here. What have they got down the bottom there? Ratfiki shooting at something, but Vanguarda now popped the reinforced down with that tank. With a couple of tanks. There goes the 76. Great kill there. Another 2 tanks on the point though. DK's going to get a satchel on this one. Oh, it's satchels for all. They were on sale, satchels. Hello to my daughter as well. Great to see you. This is Chaos. 30 minutes ago, of course. That's Stuart now. Is about to be satchel. It's going to pick up a whole bunch of infantry. If that 75 gets too close to it, it's going to go as well. Oh, that satchel's been seen by Echo. Has he got it? Has he got it? He's going to take it out, I reckon. He's seen it. It's going to blow. It takes ages to do. Oh, he managed to get it with an inch of its life. Vanguarda, though, in all sorts of trouble there. Gosh, there you go, folks. What a play. What a passage of play. And, of course, what's going to happen here now is that everybody has to reset their stuff. And that was just amazing stuff. That is just amazing stuff. The city is still, there you go. Oh dear. What a play. Here's the 76 pushing forward now. So Ocelot's still not giving up on this point yet. They want to take it. They've lost their garrison around the back here. There's 3 tanks. It's a 3-tank push again. City is in trouble, but the Ocelots are sending tanks, and they did this before and it worked well. We saw Chimera in the last few matches as well. Some of the Chimera players are on this team. Chimera's practice match stuff that's going on is, you know, their full send tank stuff where they send 2 or 3 tanks, particularly in the last 10 minutes. Here comes the Panzer IV now backing off with the Panther. I think they've realised they've got a problem here in the city, and so they're sending stuff back. There is that tank dead? I think that tank's dead. That was a 76 from before. But, oh gosh, that was just absolute chaos that just happened there, wasn't it? Scooby's still in amongst it as a squad leader. He'll be able to do something. Tiger down the bottom here now. Shut down this bottom area here. So we saw Vanguarda were all over this area down here before, and now they're completely gone, and they had a push in the front of the point. That's completely gone. The 2 tanks are just backing off now. It's interesting, so they would have been just commanded to go do something, and that's occurred. So they're going back to their reset positions by the look of this. Just for the quick reps. Jesters is about to get run over there if he's not careful. Chad and security there in position, just holding for repairs. They got to watch out there. Trucks is now pushing in again. Trucks has been really good at getting in amongst the Ocelot's lines. Ocelots also, by that push, managed to then force Vanguarda to fall back out of this city area here. So there you go, folks. That's, again, what the great play that we just saw achieved from Ocelots. They've still got some position forward in attack, but they've shut down all of the Vanguarda attacks that we were watching and wondering whether Vanguarda could get through. The answer is no. Shenlong's still up in the city. They're doing Shenlong things. Been there forever. And has not managed to get any further south there. So great work from the Ocelots defense there. Again, if you only just joined us, as I said before, the point of this match is this is a knockout match for the finals. So whichever team wins this one goes through to the final for Tier 3 of the seasonal, and whichever team loses is gone. Thanks for coming. Your season has been great. See you later. So both teams fighting for everything right now in this match to stay in it for one more and have a chance at winning their tier of final. But gosh, it's a tough old fight, this one, isn't it? Harvey there in amongst it with Centurion. Vitinio. Oh, there's a good kill from Harvey. Nice work. So the guys are still trying to push through the city. They are starting to get that ground though, aren't they? They are absolutely starting to make some ground here in the city as well. Good front line here from Ocelots. Infamous has managed to get down there. Ocelots struggling to get to this area here where I am now. Because the moment they get out in the open field, everything over here shoots them. Well, there's nothing over here. So the tank, at least, anyway. Down here, this push still happening here from the Vanguarda team. Panzer IV died out there at some stage. Didn't even remember seeing that Panzer IV. Was that the one that was in the town before? No, it couldn't have been. Shogun here doing some machine gunnery. Sackton, the only person holding out this side right now with that Tiger tank. Where is the Tiger tank? There it is. It's just moved. Tango Rice and Starvin Marvin in position. There's a repair as well. Lots of dead vehicles over this way. But you know what? The Ocelots have to hold this area. I did say that at the start of the match, that they had to hold this sort of area here. And also this city area was going to be important. Panther's taking some hits probably from that 76. Yet again, another repair. There's 4 dead repair stations there, folks. Can you actually get your tool out and pick up those as resources? The repair stations give you resources back? Curious about that. Odin trying to repair the tank. The tank is just getting itself in a position. He's decided not to because there's a repair tower there. Alright, we'll see that smoke drift away from that tank. They're still opting for that garrison there in the bottom right-hand corner, in the same spot. I don't like the garrison there. That's a me thing. There goes the repair tower. That's done. So Justice is now going to have to repair that. So who's going to win this one? It is anybody's match. Anybody's match at all right now. Could be. We're in the last 30. But I think the Ocelots have got the good run of play. But what we see often is that they get into a settled phase. They get settled. There's a Panzer IV moving through with the Panther. They get settled in their play and their defense and everything, and then the enemy commander takes the initiative. That's what you've got to watch out for in these matches. Scooby there has been in that field for ages, just chilling. 1, 2, 3 tanks from the Vanguarda players right now coming in. Got a half-track play. Look at that. There's a half-track play on the way. That is worth noting. There's a half-track in here, of course, and there's a half-track back there as a defense. There's a tank coming in. They've got a tank forward. Oh, they're sending a Panzer IV. Panzer IV's got ensigns. Panson's pushing forward a little bit. Got to watch out for KDM there over the right-hand side. Going to rocket it. All of the players here. What can Vangda do? Or Vanguarda. I'd say the 2 names. Vangda is their short version. Vanguarda is their long version. Alright. This area here, still under pressure. We can see the Ocelots running through. We can see Vangda making their way backwards and forwards in here. No one really owns this area. Infamous there up in the building next to Centurion. That tank that popped its nose around the corner. We did it one too many times, I'm guessing. Infamous down there. Look at this. Centurion just killed someone. Nope. Mauser. Infamous makes his way under the street. Circles around behind. He's going to shoot Harvey in the back. No, there's fence there. Infamous decides that his mates dying behind him aren't that big a deal. He's going to chase Centurion down. That's what he's doing. He's looking for Centurion, who's long gone. Oh, he's walked into an 8B mine! Oh, no. Oh, I've been that guy. Oh, a big spawn here, but they knew there's a... Oh, that is the best artillery call-out I've seen in a while. Big spawn. Patrick's like, oh, get him. There's nothing to get, Asterix. It's all over Red Rover. That was just brutal. There's another spawn wave there, though. Bam. Harvey. Oh, that's artillery again. Having to come in and save the day. Oh, I felt that. I've been in that squad before too. Spawn in and just gone. City's starting to look a bit more Ocelots-ish. They are pushing them back all over the place here. That artillery is just so on point. Watch is absolutely nailing them. So I've known him for years, probably since Hell Let Loose first came out. And he is on point with that artillery right now. Well done, Watchy. You're doing well, mate. What else have we got going on here? Idui is there. Oh, he's there. Just been picked off there. They got to watch out here. He's going to run over the infantry there. Trucks is in the point again. Trucks has made his way in here a number of times. Any number of times. DK right there next to him. Can't see him. Here we go. Around the back. Boom, DK got him. Adriano now bam as well. Good work, Ocelot, clear the point again. But see how Vanguarda are able to get into the point? It means the Ocelots don't have the defense right. Got all the barbed wire up nicely, but they don't quite have it right yet. 21 minutes to go, and they had plenty of opportunity there. There's some subs coming in. They're probably trying all of that. Look here, Bajau getting his play ready. He's got to come into this column here. I'll be interested to see where he goes. Here's Repurpose doing Repurpose things again. Apple's up there as well, so they're looking to push some pressure on. I just am very curious about where that half track ends up. Look out here though, Ocelots have made their way forward. You got to question yourself though, when it becomes easier and you're able to push forward better, what's the enemy doing? You got to ask that question, right? And what the enemy doing right now, are they setting up for that last 20 minutes? We're down to the 20-minute mark shortly. And I just don't think Ocelots have put enough defense here. I don't like where that garrison is. We've got 1 OP on the point, two squads defending. Here's the half track around the back. Is he going for a airhead half track? 3-2. Bombing run comes in. This is the Ocelot's bombing run. It is maybe going to get that garrison. It might clip it. Have a look. There she is, that same garrison we just saw short before. I reckon he's going to just miss it. Oh, he's got it. He's managed to get it. Garrison killed on the point. Ocelots have got a chance here to take it 4-1. The pressure is on now. Vangda just lost their garrison on the point. Ocelots, what can they do? Vangda pushing down that road again nicely. Ocelots have got that spawn wave at the back there. Look at it. With that garrison gone on the point, there's only a tank left. DK will be trying something. Vangda trying something. What are they doing? 75 right there. No 76 to be seen. Great kill on that 76 before. More artillery landing in. Magic kills France. DK's been nailed by the tank. Strafe comes through. Don't know who that was aimed at. These guys around the back here, look at them all. Look at the Ocelots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over there, what is going on here? Repurpose has drawn away 3 players from their team. They have no idea where Repurpose is. Oh, it's been picked off. Bellion has managed to get angle. And there goes Repurpose's OP, but 3 people drawn away. That is what it's all about, folks. Completely screwing up the... Oh, look at this. Mouse is going in for Bajau. He's killed that. Bajau has just lost that half track. There it is. And Mouse has been nailed, but the half track's dead. Bajau with all that work, and it's done. So, there goes the Panzer IV. Bajau watching that go in. What can Vangda do? Here's KG's going looking. Still a bit open at the front door here of the Ocelots. There's the tank getting hit over the back there. Noren's put one into the back of that 75. I can see it there. It's shooting now. Panther's sitting in position. There's a 76 up there as well. Tiger's shooting from over to the right, I think. I think that's a Tiger. God, there's just stuff going everywhere. Yeah, that's the Tiger. 70. Here's the cap starting to happen. Rafiki, Jared, and gang are trying to hold off that flank that was out there with Repurpose. They didn't redeploy. They just ran back in by the look of that. And there's the cap starting to happen. There's the 75 gone. Great kill around the back there. From Noren, I think it was. 76 now is up there. Bam, it's gone as well. The Panthers popped that. Oh, no, that's a repair. There's a garrison just here. Where'd the 76 go? I lost the 76, did I? There's a 76 here somewhere. That is a dead tank below us. That's an empty tank. They've just put a spawn wave off of that northern garrison. They've built another garrison down here. Ocelots are all over it here. There's a pressure coming in from the north there. The commander there, Torren, got nailed by the commander, Bao Zhao. They've got Justos, or Jesters, is now going to try and defend. Bao Zhao may MVP this himself. Here's the kill. That's another kill from Bad Xiao. Bad Xiao is going off. He's popping off. He's made his way through. He's killed a couple of people. There's a repair station just died again. The tank now turning around because there's a threat behind it. So the commander, doing it all by himself here for his team, has managed to make his way all the way in. He's probably going to die just at the last minute. All right, as that Panther swings around, they're not going to know he's there. There it goes. It's the Panther just yeeting out of there. Jesters is just looking around now. He's going to run through. He's run straight past Bao Zhao. If Bao Zhao shoots, he's given away the game. Oh, he's shot. He's shot. He gave it away. He's shot and he gave it away. Torren now looking. Bao Zhao just shouldn't have shot. If he wants to make a play, he shouldn't have shot. But by shooting what he's done, he's got no garrison up at all. He's done nothing from all of that work, all of that big drive and everything is completely useless because he didn't get anything set up. And so there it is there. So there it is there. That was a complete waste. What a terrible, terrible thing. Gosh. So, yeah. We are going to go and have a quick look at something here, folks. Sorry, I just got to check something out. No, not that one. That one. It's that one. There you go. So this cap now happening here. This cap now happening here, and it's going pretty well. There we go. There you go. So, what on earth was that? Some sort of bullshittery just happened. But this cap, yeah, look, this is pressure. This is pressure. We got to just see what happened there. I reckon it's going to be a very, very interesting match finish here from the Ocelots. Look at this. They're just doing their thing. They're just doing their thing here. There it is there. Look at this. It's just a saturation happening right now, and they've got this 4-1, I reckon, folks. They've got this 4-1. Look, there's nothing there they can do. Some idiot came in and made some random comment. I just fixed it up. It just took me a little bit of distraction, unfortunately. And there's no requirement for that at all, you know, so, yeah, go and play with your toys and your sandpit, mate. You don't need to be on here writing comments like that. Anyway, this is sweaty stuff. 13 minutes to go. Ocelots are taking this 4-1. Vanguarda can't seem to get it back together. They had the start of the match here, and they let him in again. They've let him in again. They've had that pressure on all the time, but they've just lost the numbers here. And what a play here from Ocelots here. There's this bombing run, some sort of bombing run coming in. There it is. That's a precision strike, but the two tanks pushing in. Oh, bombing run as well. This is a problem. Vex is going to get nailed off the back of that tank. There he goes. I think the Tiger might have gotten killed there. That spawn wave managed to get in off of that airhead. Is it an airhead or an OP? I think it's an OP, actually, but there it is. 4-1 in Ocelot's favour. We're going to just do this here and then do that. So 4-1, that was some good killing there. Vanguarda, 12 minutes 38 to do. What can they do? What can they do? What can they do? Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Greyhound there is about to get shot by a Panther 4. That's it, gone. I think Vanguarda have lost it. I don't think they've got the ability to come back, although they just killed that Panzer 4. There's plenty of infantry there. The artillery's doing well. Vanguarda just trying to shake it. Shake up the cobwebs or whatever the hell just happened. Crossroads under pressure already. They've got a lot of infantry here, Vanguarda, so they should be able to do something. Bad Zhao, though, was quite distracted, I think, by taking that half-track all the way around the back. And then actually just completely wasting that entire trip by not getting anything set up at all. Vanguarda here now taking the point back, but that's good for them. The Panther is still alive. That Panther, that is the longest life tank I've ever seen. Panzer IV still with it. They're trying to hold this. There's the Panther starting to get hit. I reckon those two tanks are going to die because there's enough anti-tank around everywhere here to try and stop that. Is that Tiger still alive? It is. So, correction, the Tiger didn't die before. Ocelots are going to be able to hold this if they've got that infantry wave coming in. Nana again with the spray and pray with the flamethrower. Just love it. Absolutely love it. All right, Panther just pushing through now. Gets a rocket in the bum again. Oh, it's just going to keep getting hit here until it's dead. Doesn't matter which way it pushes. So it's indecisive now a little bit, that Panther, because it doesn't know which way to turn and it's getting stuck in amongst it. Oh, bounce off from Sanchez. Unlucky there, but he did try and shoot it front on. Panzer IV coming in to try and save this Panther. Rocket from KDM doesn't manage to hit the Panzer IV. Ocelots 10:49 to go with a 4-1 lead at the moment. Could be anyone's match. Could be anyone's match. But I think the Ocelots might have the run of play here that's very hard to get a back against. Look at the numbers they've got there on the point now. They've still got a couple back here on defense. Torren around the back trying to sweep things. Cortex doing the city stuff with the recon team lead that he's in. But look here, look at the footprint on the ground here now. And then this out here, Supreme there trying to push in with Jared. Hidden in Shadows and Asterix. Shadows have been here a few times. And this is going to draw away Vanguarda players. And once they do that, with all the tanks they've got here, Vanguarda I don't think they've got the resources. I don't think the Vanguarda team have got the resources. And there's probably a little bit of controversy in this match. Because there was something about the nodes. Not the Ocelots nodes though, the Vanguarda nodes. So they had to change them or move them or do something. And I wonder if that impacted if they're going to put a complaint in about that. I don't think it will make any difference, to be honest. I don't think that's their own mistake. But I'd be interested. Certainly get in the chat afterwards in Discord and see what's actually occurred there, because I'm not quite sure what happened. There was a message that said, hang on a sec. Basically, the message said nodes died because they was built next to the spawn location. And there was a question, nodes destroyed, and it was yes, your NG built them next to the spawn location. Tell them to build them further away, please. So it is a competition rule, and so therefore I'm assuming what's occurred there is those nodes were wiped out as a result of that. So Vanguard probably lost a little bit in the way of resources there and a bit of time in trying to fix that up, and it will make a literal difference. But at the same time, you know, it's not going to make that much difference in the great scheme of things. Front push still on here from the Ocelots. 8:41 to go. Can Vanguard pull a rabbit out of the hat? Can they do something? They've got one dude. Skyline's around the back there. Skyline's around the back there. So one of them got in from the city side. But I think they know Skyline's here. Let's watch. Skyline needs to not shoot. I'm going to watch Skyline go in. This will be a chance for Vanguarda. Skyline here needs to be able to do something. He's got nowhere to go. He's got a garrison right there. He's marking that. He's shooting, which means he's let everyone know he's here. Didn't need to shoot. It's like you got to play the big game. To play the big game, and the big game is he's going to lose his OP because he shot. Artillery lands nicely. Siri coming around. Bam, nice kill there from Skyline. Going to push that garrison now. Probably saw the spawn wave and bam, Supreme nails him. Nice work, but will they go check for his OP? Could be a problem here still for the Ocelots. There's the spawn wave comes in. They're on the point now. Hollow would be going, hey, there's something going on. 2 Satcheliers straight for the tank. It's a 3. It's a 3, and they have not seen it come, and they have again, although that was pretty quick. That was pretty quick. It would have been hard for the commander to spin around and have a look at that. So this tank now, though, that's going to pop open the Tiger. That's not ideal. Artillery landing nicely. That Satchel's about to go off, kill about 4 people, maybe 3, plus whatever's in the tank, of course. There it goes. Nice kill off the tank there. Satchelier got him. Siri be like, oh shit, what happened? You guys all right? And unfortunately, that's just a little bit of... Well, it's a little bit of bad luck. Like, normally I would say, oh, you got satcheled, you're in a 3-man crew, shame on you. But that spawn wave, they literally jumped in and ran about 4 seconds and they were on the tank already. So it was almost impossible for the commander to be doing the pivot head, particularly in the middle of a defended point where you got infantry all around you. They just didn't understand that there was a threat behind them, I guess. No one had communicated that well. Lessons learnt there for the tank crews again. They just don't trust anyone. Pressure's fallen back on this point, 6:14 to go. Vangda. What do you got left, Vanguarda? What have you got left? What have you got left, Vanguarda? So they've got just the pressure on the point here. I do like fighting this area, but by the time you're fighting here, it's all over. All right, that's what it feels like. So there it is. Vanguarda, just with all the work to do. They are still here. There's a tank just gone. Whose tank is that? That is a Panzer IV. Yeah, the Panzer IV just pushed forward too far. Got picked up there again by the Vanguarda anti-tankers, so well done to them. Got to push down here from E. There's a bombing run. Whose is it? Could be, is it an airhead as well? No, it's a bombing run for the Ocelots, and they're going to try and clean up some infantry over here. This is good stuff. Will they get the garrison that's over here, though? That's the question. They may well have. The guys that just spawned in just walked straight into that bombing run. It was a good little bombing run there. It cleans up a little bit of the pressure on the front of the point. 458 for the Ocelots. They've just got to hold this to win. They don't even need to hold this point. 50 seconds time, it is an Ocelots victory, regardless of what happens. The point just starting to get capped now with the numbers on it. So Ocelot's got to be super careful here. Reinforce in about 30 seconds, I reckon, from the Ocelots. Just to make sure, although they are... There's an airhead coming down now. Okay, so that's the Ocelots airhead on Masonda Creek, just to give them that extra pressure in there. There's a tank running around the back. Desperate the Vanguarda players are, but it's too late, folks. Too late, absolutely too late. This is going to go Ocelot's way, either 3-2 or 4-1. We'll find out in a minute. There's the Stuart running around the bottom here. But well done to the Ocelots. They will absolutely go through to the finals of Tier 3 against whoever wins tonight's match, Australian time. There it is. The 4-minute timer means that Vanguarda can't possibly cap these 2 points back. So therefore, it is an Ocelots win no matter what happens for the rest of this match. What a match. What a battle that was. Absolute ball terror of a match there. We saw Vanguarda take the point after a very long feeling 10 minutes at the start, where it just went back and forth a bit. But Vanguarda had the early position, even though one of their trucks was a bit behind. And they did lose a vehicle on the way in from what I saw. And then the Ocelots spent ages trying to stop them from circling around and managed to hold them out, started to take the city back, and then got a good frontal push on, even though they were getting pushed back firmly in through kind of like this area here. The Ocelots managed to get in there and they managed to hold this up here well enough. And then boom, in she went. And then the tanks came out to play from the Ocelots. They shook off the cobwebs. The infantry shook off the cobwebs, and he's gone. He's gone, full send. We just banned that guy because he was coming in being a dick. Alright, so yeah, just don't do that on my stream, by the way. I have no tolerance, 0. So here we go. The push through the front there was what the Ocelots did. They managed to push back into the Vanguarda team there, took the point on checkpoint, and then it was grind, and they slowly ground back Vanguarda over about a 40 or 50 minute period until finally we had this brilliant push from the back here through the wheat fields and that, and into the point they went. Masonda Creek got capped finally about 10 minutes ago, maybe even less, and that's where we got to in this match, where we now have that victory for the Ocelots team. And of course, we'll just take a quick look at some of those numbers here while we finish off this match. So there you go. There's your numbers. Some very good play on both sides here. You can see the resourcing went pretty well for tank fuel, at least from the Ocelots' perspective. Look at the individual scores. Don't look at group scores, because the individual scores in particular, if anyone's dropping off, will change. So the group scores will change as people drop off later. So there it is there. Some really, really good work from the Ocelots there to claw this match back. So what will happen there with the 4-1 that they are is they'll go through to the finals. They'll fight whoever wins tonight. And I think it's, just let me check that. Who is it? It's Circle versus GID that they're going to fight against. One of those teams, I'm just going to do this, sorry, quickly fix that up. One of those teams, Circle and GID. Here goes the tanks now. They're going to have a bit of a run just to clean this up now in the last minute of play. Have a bit of fun with their tanking, and the anti-tankers, of course, will just see if they can get that final kill. But beautiful, beautiful stuff here from the Ocelots. Such a great play, though. Well done to Vanguarda for what was a pretty robust season. Was very impressed with how I saw them play in multiple matches, both from a seasonal perspective, but also from the practice matches that I streamed a lot of their matches for. You know, they showed their quality against the Oceanic teams every time I saw them. And here today they were in the game, but they just got pushed back. If you look at some of the stats there, you know, there's just a little bit of that anti-tank stuff in that. Here, though, the armor, you know, the German armor there is absolutely dominating in some of the numbers there. All right, and that makes a huge difference. And then, of course, that overall stuff there, well, actually, we'll do this one, right? Right. The German side, just 300 kills up, all right? And that is also what matters. You know, just get rid of this. Oh, we'll give a score point to T-Reaper. Had a good match. We'll give T-Reaper one. I'll just want to get rid of that scoreboard up the top there. All right, and we've just got that board up, so you can see there those numbers. Well done to both teams. I won't bother mucking around with that any further. I'll get out to the warm-up screen. We'll finish up there. We'll have a look first of all at this board here. So let's see. That one there, as I said, but that's not the one. I want to do this one. Okay, so there you can see there the Ocelots come through here to the Tier 3 final, and it'll be Circle and GID here. Got a few other matches going on here as well. Have a look at those. If there's a raid, we'll do one of those. Congratulations to both teams for the season. I look forward to catching you for my next stream. Keep it safe, and we'll talk soon. Goodbye for now.